Back with the market right here on ET Now, and Coal India, that's one key stock which is in focus. There's been big news in a major reform of the mining sector since its nationalization way back in 1973. The cabinet just last evening has approved the methodology for auction of coal mines for commercial mining. Now this means that both private as well as foreign players can now participate in mining without any end use or price restriction. In fact, let's get in a word here from the Coal Secretary Sushil Kumar himself.
We have identified coal blocks, but we will come out with the names and number of coal blocks as well as the timelines in a short period. I'm hoping that in fiscal 2019, this auction will be finalized, and thereafter our mines will, get opened in another 2 to 3 years.
Okay, let's understand what it means for Coal India. Would it dilute the monopoly that the company has so far had? Let's welcome on board Mr. Gopal Singh, the CMD at Coal India. He joins us on the show right now. Mr. Singh, thanks so much for joining us. What is it that you're making of the government finally opening up the coal sector for commercial mining, and how much capacity do you think can be added then in the coming years?
Coal capacity through commercial mining?
Yes, sir.
That depends on the government. It's a policy decision, and whatever they do, I think this is a very good step. Commercial mining for the country as a whole, if you think. It's really a very good step in the interest of the nation, because now there will be a few players who will be competing with each other. Right now, I mean, it's a major player is Coal India only.
So, Mr. Singh, what is the current shortfall in capacity of coal in terms of supply to power sector, and can this shortfall then be meaningfully bridged post this move by the cabinet last evening?
See, I mean, if you look at the national perspective, this power demand, it is to increase in years to come also. Because the country has to grow and we are targeting a very high GDP. So naturally, I mean, the first parameter which is essential for the country to grow is your electricity availability at a reasonable cost. So in years to come, because power demand will increase and so will be the demand for coal. No doubt, I mean, Coal India will be the single largest coal producer in the world. Coal India is doing a great job. And in years to come also, we have a very aggressive plan for supply of coal to the power plant.
Okay. So from your answer, Mr. Singh, is it fair to assume that Coal India will be participating in the commercial mining auctions as well?
That we will decide once the, auctions are held. Then we will analyze and we will decide.
Okay. So Coal India currently, sir, enjoys a good 80% market share. With this move in the next few years, do you expect a substantial dent in your market share? Because that really is the key market worry at this juncture, that the monopoly that Coal India enjoys up until now is going to get diluted post this move.
Now see, even now, though we have been supplying, last year our production was 554 million tons. Still, country imports about 150 million tons of thermal coal, plus 40-45 million tons of imports, coking coal. So this 150 million tons of coal being imported, there is enough room for Coal India as well as the commercial miners would be to increase their production and fill up the gap. One. Two, because every year, power demand has to increase by 4, 5, 6, 7%. So every year, coal demand will be increasing. So as the demand increases, naturally there is enough scope for increased production as well. So there will be enough room for Coal India to increase its production, to increase its supply to the power plant. And so will be the case for your commercial miners as well.
Okay, Mr. Singh, appreciate your time and thank you for joining us. Well,